Hello, welcome to MJ's Mystical Tarot, where tarot and true crime come together to try and get answers and help bring closure to families. Today I'm going to connect with Kenley Matheson. I've done multiple videos on Kenley. I will link his playlist down below. Kenley has been missing for over 33 years. If you know anything on his case or any case in Canada, you can anonymously contact Crime Stoppers. Their 1-800 number and their website will be in the description box below. So let's call in the energy, the spirit, and the spirit guides around. Kenley Matheson. Kenley Matheson. Kenley Matheson. Please and thank you. Kenley, what do we need to know about you and your case and what happened and who's involved and all of that? What do we need to know? Okay. Strangulation, but the way, I think that was meant to come that way, but it came organized crime. This was not organized crime, but I have picked up on strangulation before. Home, I do think he was placed in or near a suspect's home or family's home. Cleanup, people definitely cleaned up. Blackmail, power. I do think somebody's blackmailing maybe other people who helped in the cleanup to keep quiet. What else do we need to know, Kenley? Narcissist, that usually comes up that way, so I know that's what he means. What else do we need to know, Kenley? Okay, unstable. Suicide, he didn't commit suicide, but I will leave that sideways because maybe somebody is, the narcissist I do believe is unstable. Somebody may be greedy. I do believe that there were friends who were backstabbers, and I do think the narcissist might have used mind control on other people that are helping. A parent, we have picked up, a lot of people have picked up that a parent might have helped with the cleanup, and that's why he may be on someone's home if a parent helped with the cleanup. And rebirth, the main suspect is transgender and is now a female, so that some people may see when they transition as a rebirth, or that could be Kenley saying that he has had a rebirth with his death. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the lighting here on you, and I'm working with what I got. What else do we need to know, Kenley? Rage, violent. We have picked that up before. Anything else? False narrative. Some people are trying to say that he left of his own accord and went to live a new life, but that's not true. In plain sight, so maybe there are remains that we'll find that will kind of appear to be in plain sight. Hotel, he does believe in karmic justice. He is in the earth, we have picked that up. There was a potential love affair with this narcissist. I don't know what the hotel is though. I haven't picked up on a hotel before, but it's possible others have, so if you're familiar with the case and have any reference to the hotel, please mention it in the comments. What else do we need to know, Kenley? Who's involved? Where are you? Water. There are waterfalls nearby where people are searching, so there could be clues or possible remains in that area. Revenge. isolated. His remains, we believe he's been scattered, but at the same time, his remains are isolated at the moment. And did this rage, violent person see this as revenge? One or two more. He sees the person as a joker. Buried truth. The truth has been buried because nobody's talking about it. He wants justice, and he wants us to keep his case alive, but he is not. And we need good communication. And I don't know if anyone has regrets, but there have been lies being told about this. But no, there is no stranger involved. Let's get some more clarification. What else do we need to know, Kenley? On the table, offer, proposal. So somebody made an offer, maybe for a romantic, maybe that has to do with the hotel. Maybe there was a romantic offer to go to a hotel. Interlude, pause, timing factor, popcorn. Could there have been people witnessing what happened? What happened to him? Retaliation, punish, payback, revenge. Revenge again. Poison, toxic, unhealthy behaviors. People, narcissists are usually very toxic. Escapade, vacation, hideaway. They're trying, to me, this is part of the lies. They're trying to play it off like he took off, like he went on a vacation or he's hiding away, but that's not the truth. What else, Kenley? TikTok, deadline, time's running out. Lockdown, mental, prison, confined. He's confined, but I think other people might be confined in their minds with maybe guilt, maybe not, I don't know. Happiness, wholeness, overjoyed, smiling. Love affair. Again. There we go, love affair. Anything else, Kenley, from this deck? Recalling, so somebody might be remembering or reminiscing or returning to the scene of the crime, I'm getting. History, a lot of people want to leave this in the past. Commitment, long-term relationship. Whew. What else do we need to know, Kenley? The Queen, determination, sacrifice. The person in question was a he at the time, is now a she. She sacrificed Kenley. In my personal opinion, of course. The Acolyte, new projects, learning. So we need to learn more to find him. The Priest, perseverance, faith, but I'm getting fingerprint imagery, so maybe there'll be some kind of fingerprint evidence found somewhere. The Catalyst, radical change is taking control. Drugs or alcohol might have been involved and that might have changed things. The Forgotten, it's been 33 years. He definitely feels in some ways forgotten. The Brawler, Lack of empathy, confrontation. That's your narcissist again. Anything else, Kenley, from this deck? The captain taking command, teamwork, so there was multiple people involved. The hound, loyalty chains. I'm getting that he was chained up or tied up at some time. And the puppeteer. The queen is the puppeteer trying to make everything, trying to direct the narrative of what happened, in my personal opinion. Time to spill the tea, Kenley. What else do we need to know? Is anyone going to turn on anyone? Is anyone going to come forward with evidence? What's going to happen? No facts, lies. Shadow whisper. Love story. Epiphany, answers. So maybe somebody will be coming forward, crying over you. I would say that's probably coming in backwards because I don't think anyone, unfortunately. They are very immature people, or were. Keeping a promise. So was someone trying to keep a promise? Creeping. I guess we know who that is. New beginning. Moving. We do believe his remains have been moved multiple times. Fake apology. So did they try to apologize to him, or did someone try to apologize to Kenley and it wasn't real? Unexpected revelations. So again, maybe somebody's going to speak up. Recording evidence. I've gotten this multiple times on Kenley that there might be evidence of some kind that will come to light. What else, Kenley? What can you tell us about the suspect or suspects, the people responsible? Okay. Oh, he gave me many here. The fox, cunning. The beluga, communication, so they're still in communication. The caterpillar, potential. The dog, loyalty, they're loyal to each other. The moose, authority, somebody's in control. The butterfly, evolution, that's giving me somebody who transitioned. And the wasp, anger. Oh, you are spot on, Kenley. You keep reconfirming who we believe. Let's go with this deck first. What else do we need to know, Kenley? Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted. So he might have had cloudy judgment, but maybe some of the people involved had cloudy judgment. Confessions, unveiling, coming clean messages. So we're going to get, again, someone's going to come forward and speak up. Whether it's the truth or not, we don't know, but someone's going to speak up. Finality, farewells, leave behind closure. Somebody's been wearing a mask and it's time to take that mask off. That's what I'm picking up. Chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Exhaustion, depletion, drained, long journey. It's been over 33 years. It's definitely a long journey to get his remains home to his family who want him home. Silence. Frozen, no words, stone wall. The suspects have been very silent over the decades. Whoa. Confession. Oh, sorry, confusion. My mistake. I do apologize. I got excited for a second. Confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure, abandoned, left out, walked away, cold, stress, turbulence, tension, arguments. So there was probably an argument or a fight. Intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding, but I'm also seeing the bonfire. That evidence was probably burned. Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. Breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Only you, devoted, attached, crave, releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. And distance, separation, space, blockage. But I'm also getting that it doesn't matter how far away someone is, they'll still have to face justice, is what Kenley is giving me. Any clues on where your remains are, Kenley, please, and thank you. Where are you currently? Where can we find you? How can we get you home? 25, ring, promise, commitment, partnership, deal, contract. So did the people involved make some kind of a commitment, a deal, have some kind of a contract, maybe like a no disclosure contract where they can't talk about things? What else do we need to know? How can we find you, Kenley? Who's responsible? $15, bear, power, boss, courage, leadership, finances. So this is giving me a fatherly or an older person figure, somebody of authority that was involved. 31, sun, success, victory, happiness, truth, warmth, positive outcome. This is flowers on a mountain, so he's waiting for the day when the sun shines on his remains so he can be at peace. $20, garden, public, network, group, audience, fame, outdoors. Sadly, I'm getting that there was an audience that witnessed what happened to him. And there's a network of people, a group of people that are responsible for it. And some of them might be famous or come from families of power. And it was done outdoors in public. Anything else, Kenley? Whoa. Number 9, bouquet, pleasantness, gift, charming, joy, happiness, flattery. So I'm getting don't be fooled by any charming or anybody who's charming or pleasant or happy to you. It's just their mask that they're wearing is what I'm getting. I will pull, I'm going to go back to my spill the whatever cards. Anything else, Kenley, that we need to know? Inside scoop, fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Broke, is someone now broke? Investigating, maybe the police are still investigating this case. Maybe they're getting close to finding who's responsible. Travel, could somebody have to travel a distance to face justice for what they did? Burning evidence there. Again, outdated, discarded, old news. Well, we're keeping you in the news, Kenley. Anything else? Fake friends. He's given me that multiple times. Police, so could somebody in the police department be involved? Spiritual hater. Insecure. Ooh. Two-faced, double life cheater. He's given me that multiple times. How many of them? And I think this isn't just the main suspect. I think this is I think there were multiple people involved in what happened to him, and I think they're all two-faced. They all said they were friends to him, and they did what they did to Magnetic. They have magnetic personalities, but again, they're fake. They're two-faced. You can't trust them. They're the snake in the grass. Situation's about to blow up. Total drama action. Hater. But he doesn't hate them. Destroyed, shattered, broken, effed up. Let's finally get a few tarot cards. I'm not good with the meaning on tarot cards, but I still like to draw them. If you know the relevance of them, please leave that in the comments. Tarot and Oracle is open to interpretation, so if you interpret this differently, please feel free to leave that in the comments. And if you have questions you would like me to ask Kenley in another reading, please leave them in the comments. If you have a case or multiple case suggestions for me, leave them in the comments. Please and thank you. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already for more true crime tarot readings with me. To me, this is a passion of mine. This is something I just feel driven to do, is to help in true crime however I can. 4 of Cups. Big, beautiful tree. So he could be, his remains might be near a big tree. 6 of Cups. So water. I've gotten waterfalls before. The Hierophant. We need to look between the lines, or between a rock and a hard place. Page of Wands. Queen of Swords. And and a random kitty cat. Sorry. And I'm making a mess now because of the kitty cat, but life with cats, you know. Queen of Swords, so again, female energy. 5 of Swords, water, woods. 7 of Pentacles. And I'm seeing a field with hay, and I've picked up on hay or horses. So could there be like a farm that could be significant in finding him? An 8 of Cups, a path. So there's a path here in the woods. So maybe there's a path that we have to follow to find him, to find the right tree, to find the right spot, to find the X on the ground. X marks the spot. Anything else, Kenley? Eyewitness. So there were people who witnessed it. Road. Hidden. He's hidden. They had to drive somewhere. Death. He is no longer alive. They tried to have a strategy, but we need a strategy to find him. Hidden network, but I'm getting that coming in the reverse. Healing. He wants his family to heal. We need to dig deeper to find him. And at the back, accomplice, partner in crime. There's multiple people. He's in prison someplace. Somebody's spouse or partner might know. Somebody impersonated him at one time. They might have had a fire to burn evidence. There's manipulation. But I'm getting this wasn't an accident, but it was the devil. There was definitely a struggle. Woods, concealed. Oh my God, Kenley. Mastermind. Somebody thinks they're a mastermind, but they're not. Burial. They buried him. I don't know if money was a factor. I think that's as far as he... So, yeah. Again, if there's anything else that you interpret, please feel free to comment. Subscribe if you haven't. Give this video a like. And until I see you the next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye.